Are you listening in the late snow?
Hi everybody, and it's Christmas Eve, and I'd like to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I also want to send out a special thanks to all of you who had my address from, I guess, the South Carolina Meet and Greet book and sent me lovely Christmas cards. I really appreciate it. As I explained in my 3 things that you may not know about me video, I'm a procrastinator and I didn't get around to sending cards. Anyway, thank you for thinking of me. I truly appreciate it, and know that I'm thinking of each of you as well. And I did shoot a lot of footage for a Christmas video yesterday and last night, and I tried to edit the thing today like 15 times, and I don't have enough memory in my computers. So I'm going to keep working on it, and I don't know if I'll get it done. But so, weekly Wednesday weigh-in. Let's start with the stats first. Last week I weighed in at 216, and this morning I weighed in at 213. So again, 3 pounds. I will take it. So I'm 213 pounds. Wow, I just can't believe it. I have a total loss of 128 pounds. My BMI is now 30.6, so I am just a little ways away from getting that 29.9 and just being overweight. So I'm looking forward to being overweight. How funny is that? But I've lowered my BMI from 48.9 to a 30.6. Body fat dropped to 28.2 this week. Skeletal muscle has increased to 33.9. So I couldn't be more happy. I am really just so happy with my choice to have duodenal switch surgery, duodenal switch surgery. You know, I was thinking earlier today where I was a year ago. And where I was a year ago was a very dark place. I was very unhappy with my life, and I was getting bigger, and I was at my biggest, you know. I mean, and after the holidays and everything, you know, that's when I made the decision that, hey, you know, I'm going to, I made the decision that I was going to move forward with surgery, and I just had to, you know, complete my research that I had already done and make some final decisions and choose where I was going to go based on the surgery that I chose and who I could find to do it, and whether I was going to have to travel or whether I was going to be able to find somebody locally that would do the surgery. And I just can't believe how far I've come and how quickly things have changed. You know, I mean, I started this, you know, longer than from the day of surgery. I mean, I went to my first information session with the surgeon that performed my surgery in February. I had my first meeting with him in March, and July 2nd was my surgery. But, you know, it's just amazing that in 6 months, I've lost just about 100 pounds so far. It will be 100 pounds by my actual 6-month mark. And just what a change it's made. I mean, I'm running. I'm still doing this Couch to 5K thing. I'm on the 5th week, second workout. I just did it when I got home in the drizzling rain. And, you know, Friday's run is a 20-minute steady run in prep for the full 35-minute run to get to the full 5K, 3 mile. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to tell you was that I got all my labs back already. Even my vitamin D that took 6 weeks last time. I'm freaking out. I can't believe it's been a week and I have every single test. I just want to show everybody what I do with my labs. I actually had, I put everything into a spreadsheet, and I have the normal ranges here, and then I have my, what my blood was pre-surgery, and then I have my 3-month labs, and then now I have my 6-month labs entered. So pre, 3, and 6 months. And the reason that I put it into a spreadsheet like this is because although something may be in normal ranges, for a bariatric patient, it's very important to monitor your trends because, for example, my vitamin D, which is one of the vitamins that I malabsorb, just an example, I was vitamin D deficient pre-surgery. I tested at a 9. I went on 50,000 IU oil of oil D pre-op and tested at 75 before surgery of my vitamin D. Post-op, in my 3-month labs, after taking 50,000 IU of dry D daily, I dropped to a 43. Now, normal range is anywhere from 20 to 100. My D at 6 months has now dropped to a 34. So from 3 months to 6 months, still taking 50,000 IU dry D has dropped from a 43 to a 34. And normal range is 20 to 100. For a DS patient, we try and keep it up in the 100 range as a goal. I mean, I'll take 80, I'll take 70. But it's in a downward trend, even though it's in range. So I'm going to be upping my vitamin D to get it up into that higher part of the normal range, and or at least keep it in a steady incline until we get there. So if you don't do that, I would, when you get your labs drawn, number one, demand that they fax you a copy so that you don't have to be bugging them to get them from your doctor, or just having your doctor say everything's great, because you know what, the only thing they're looking at is that you're currently in normal ranges. They're not looking at those trends. So if you're a smart weight loss surgery patient, you're going to be trending your own labs and getting your own copies and doing your own tracking to make sure that you're not heading in the wrong direction of something. Well, anyway, overall, just a recap of my blood work. Everything is looking good. I have a couple of things out of range. My B12, I have been overdoing my B12 evidently, and my B12 is at 1695. At 3 months it was 817, and normal range for 1500 is good. So it's really not that high, but my doctor will think it's high. But that's because they don't really, well, I should say my nutritionist will think it's high. So I may back down that a little bit. But the other thing that's out of whack is my cholesterol. Pre-op I was 185. At 3 months I was 87. So my cholesterol was too low. And it's still low at 106. I was able to increase my good cholesterol, the HDL, from 28 to 33 from 3 months to my 6 month labs by doing Core Omega pre-digested fish oils, the Core Omega packets. That's the only thing I can absorb because I can't do normal omega-3 capsules because they're in oil. So I have to do the pre-digested form of the Core Omega squeezes. So I did increase my HDLs, but I could do a better job there, so I need to really start focusing on getting some protein from salmon and things like that. But hey, I'll take a 106 cholesterol any day. So that is it, but everything else is fabulous. The things that I increased from my 3 month labs, like my vitamin A and my vitamin E, because they were borderline low, have come up into better ranges in my 6 month labs. So the adjustments that I made from my 3 month labs to my 6 month labs have worked. So that's my tip of the week. Trend and track your own labs, people. Get your own copies. Don't just go by your surgeon or your nutritionist to say that everything's good because you're in normal ranges. Track your trends of your values, and that's how you make your real adjustments for your labs. And I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again with candy canes and